welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you all of the books that I have downloaded over the past couple of months. So I am aware that the following list of books that I'm about to share is quite a long list, but most of the books that I've downloaded are the free ones that you can get off Amazon. So when it comes to downloading ebooks, I look at two things. I look at the 99p monthly deals that Amazon do. So each month they have a selection of books that are available for 99p, and I will go through and I'll select some that I'm interested in reading. And they also do books for free as well. Anyone can download the free books with obviously an Amazon account. Different authors will put books on for free. Sometimes it'll be like the first book in a series to try and obviously get people interested in their books. Sometimes they'll just do random offers on books and they'll just put them on for free. And there is such a thing called Stuff Your Kindle Day, which happens a number of times throughout the year, where a load of different authors will put at least one of their books on for free just for that day. So I have downloaded a lot, but a lot of them were free books. So I have got my phone here, which I'll be referring to so I can run through the books that I have downloaded. As with most of my book hauls, I probably don't know very much about the books, but where I do know anything, I'll share. A lot of these ones are ones that are authors that I've read from before or authors that I've downloaded before, and some of them are just ones that I either like the cover of or maybe like the synopsis of, like the little title bit. Sometimes it'll say the title and then it'll say some of the tropes in the title. So there's a few different reasons that I've downloaded books, and I'll just run through the ones that I've downloaded. So first one that I downloaded was God of Pain by Rena Kent. This is part of her, I think it's Legacy of Gods series or something like that. Yeah, Legacy of Gods, and this is book 2 in the series. So for the past few months, Amazon have been doing these books in their 99p deal. So January was God of Pain, I think December was the first book, and then February you'll see later on in the video. But I did download the other book. As I say, this was one of the 99p ones. Then we have Accidentally in Bloom by Elise Kennedy. This one is a enemies to lovers, reverse Grumpy Sunshine small town romance. I just came across this one. I liked the sound of the tropes and I downloaded it. Whilst I downloaded this one, I also downloaded one of her other books, which was called Apple Cider and Subterfuge. And this one is a short novella. She has a collection of novellas which have the one bed trope. So there's 4 different ones for different holidays, and this one is the kind of, I guess, autumn one. I like the sound of it. I love the one bed trope, so that's why I downloaded that one, and that one was free as well. Then we have Unsteady by Peyton Corinne. This one is super popular. I've heard so many people talking about it, and it was on January's 99p deal, so that's why I picked that one up. Then we have Madame by Sarah Kate. This is I think it's either 5th or 6th book in the Salacious Players Club series. This one was available for free. I think she did it as a promotion. It was available for free one day, so I downloaded that. This series is available on Kindle Unlimited. I've read the first book, which is Praise, and really enjoyed it, so I do want to continue on with the series. Then we have MasterChef by Golden Angel. This one was available for free as well. I've downloaded quite a few Golden Angel books. I've read a few of her historical romances, but this one is a contemporary romance, and I've not read this one yet, or anything from, I've not actually read any of her contemporary books. Then we have Speed Rail by Laini Davis. I've read a few Laini Davis books. She has quite a few available for free, or has had a few available for free in the past, and I really like her books, so I'm excited to check this one out. Then we have Let Go by Darcy Burke. So this is part of her contemporary romance series. She predominantly writes historical romance. She wrote this one a while ago, and recently she's recovered them and kind of rebranded them. So they've all had new covers and I think new titles as well. I will put what the original cover looked like on screen, but I definitely prefer the new covers, so I'm excited to check this one out. I think this series is on Kindle Unlimited as well, but this one is the first book in the series. Then we have The Show by Lulu Moore. I can't remember what this one was about. Oh, it was a best friend's brother baseball romance. so that's why I downloaded it. I love the best friend's brother trope, so I'm excited to check that one out. I've not actually read anything from this author before, but I'm sure I've heard people talking about their books in the past. Then we have A Deal for a Kiss by W. Winters. This one I think is just a short novella, which I'm excited for. Then we have Chilled and Thrilled by Cleo White. I'm really excited for this one because I recently read the second novella in this series in my Valentine's Day video that I posted, and I really loved that one, so this one I have high expectations for. This one was available for free as well. Then we have Overdrive by Isha Patel. This one's an F1 romance, which I am trying to read a few more of so I can kind of put together a recommendations list of F1 romances, and this one was available for 99p. Then we have Blitz and Rally by Devney Perry. These were available for 99p. In fact, the first 3 books were available for 99p in January. I already had a copy of the first book downloaded because that was available, I think, for free at some point. And this is in celebration of her next book, which is coming out in either March or April. I think it's March, which is called Merit. This is her sports romance series, which I haven't started, but I am really excited to pick up at some point. Then we have Take Me Home by J.H. Kwa, I think is how you say it. And this one is part of her small town romance series that she's written. It's called the Lodge series. And I just like the cover for this one, I'm not gonna lie, and it was available for free. Then we have Tell Me a Dirty Lie by Whitney G. And this one I don't know too much about either, but I liked the cover, and I also have read from this author in the past. Then we have Good Time Boyfriend by Carrie Ann Ryan. I'm really excited for this one. This one was available for free. This is the first book in one of her series, the First Time series, and I'm really excited for this one. This one has been on my TBR. I think it came out 2024, and I'm looking forward to checking out this one. I really like Carrie Ann Ryan's books, and I want to read more of them this year. And then we have The Player Next Door by K.A. Tucker. I've read from K.A. Tucker before. This one's, I think, an older release from her. I can't remember when this one came out. Let's have a quick look. Oh, it doesn't tell me, but I'm sure it came out quite a while ago. I remember seeing it posted online. Then we have It Just Feels Right by Hope Ford. I've read from Hope Ford before. She typically, or the ones that I've read from her in the past, have been cowboy romances. I'm not sure if this is a cowboy romance, but I am excited for it. Then we have Falling for Ryan by Tracy Lorraine. I'm not sure what this one was about, to be honest. Oh, a Friends to Lovers romance, it says here. That's probably why I downloaded it, because I love Friends to Lovers. So looking forward for that one. Then we have Devastate Me by Emma Castle. I think I've read from Emma Castle before, and I don't know anything about this one, but I am, as with all of them, looking forward to it. Oh, it says it's a next door neighbour romance. I don't think I've read any, or not many next door neighbour romances, so looking forward to that. Then we have Between Hello and Goodbye by Emma Scott. I have read from Emma Scott previously. She tends to write more emotional romances, so I'm interested to check that one out. Then we have To Love a Hellion by Nicola Davidson. I really enjoy Nicola Davidson's historical romances. This one I think is a full-length novel, which I've not actually read from her. All of the books I've read have been novellas, but really looking forward for that one. She's definitely a historical romance author that I would recommend checking out. Then we have The Rocker's Muse by Penelope Ward. This one is, I think, a rock star, by the sounds of it, romance. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. I haven't read too many rock star romances. It's not necessarily my favourite trope, but I like the look of that one, so I've checked it out. Then we have Changing Spaces by Annie Dyer. This one I don't really know a lot about, but it's part of one of her series. I have downloaded the first book because that was also available for free at some point and might also still be available. I really like the covers for these ones, so excited to check that one out. The Promise of You by Bella Rivers. This one is a small town romance. It says lovers to rivals to lovers romance, which I'm interested in checking out. This is book 2 in the Emerald Creek series. I've not heard anyone talk about this author or this series, but I am definitely excited to check it out. The Charming Billionaire by Samantha Skye. I love billionaire romances, so this was almost like an instant download. Then we have Worth the Risk by Alexis Winter. I was drawn in by the cover of this one. This again is I think, is it Small Town? Oh no, it says it's a friends to lovers workplace romance, which I love. Friends to lovers workplace romances I really enjoy as well, so I just had to download this one. As I say, the cover's really pretty. Then we have Hired by the Single Dad by Whitley Cox. This one is another immediate download. It's a single dad romance. That is one of my favourite tropes, so definitely looking forward to checking out that one. I've not read from this author before, but she seems to write a lot of single parent romances. I think she's got a single dad series and also a single mum series, which is very interesting and definitely one that I do want to check out. And then lastly we have Taco Daddy by Golden Angel. This again is another one of her contemporary romances. So they were all the books that I downloaded in January. Most of them, as I say, were free ones. And then we'll move on to February. I've got a few more that I downloaded in February. So as I mentioned, the Legacy of God series has been 99p for the past couple of months. They're doing like one book at a time. So God of Wrath I downloaded in February. Then we have The Belle of Belgrave Square by Mimi Matthews. This is part of her historical romance series that she's currently writing. I've got the other books downloaded already and I will hopefully binge the series at some point. Then we have Primetime Romance by Kate Robb. Then Twisted Collide by Ava Harrison. I really like the look of this one. This one I think is a hockey romance, sports romance, which I'm excited for. Five Brothers by Penelope Douglas is one that is very hyped, very popular. I've heard nothing but good things about it, so when I saw it for 99p I had to download it. Then we have His Greatest Treasure by Hannah Cohen. I think again this is another sports romance. This one was again a 99p pick. And is it sports romance? Grumpy Sunshine, Enemies to Lovers, Forced Proximity, and doesn't actually mention sports. I thought it was a sports romance, but obviously not. Or maybe it is, but it doesn't mention it anywhere. Then we have Beautiful Mistake by V. Keeland. I've got quite a few V. Keeland books downloaded, so whenever I see her books for free, I pick those up. Then we have Hot for Teacher by Whitley Cox. This is part of the Single Mum series that I was just talking about. Looking forward to that one a lot. I do prefer single dad romances. I prefer that over single mums, but I do like the single parent trope as a whole. Then we have Kiss the Rake Hello by Tracy Sumner. This is a historical romance. I've read from this author in the past and enjoyed their books. Then we have The Matrimonial Advertisement by Mimi Matthews. This is another historical romance. I've got a few of her books on my Kindle already. Then we have Two Scandals and a Scot, again by Tracy Sumner. This one again was free and this is part of one of her series that she's writing. I have read other books from this series, so I'm looking forward to that. Then the next two books are part of the Amazon First Reads program that they do. So each month they do a selection of books that you can download for free and purchase the paperbacks of, I think, at a reduced price, and they are new releases that are coming out the following month, so you can kind of get them ahead of their general release. So this month The Fall Risk by Abby Jimenez, which is a short story, was available to everyone. Everyone could download this plus one other book. This one is on my TBR and I'm really looking forward to it. Abby Jimenez is an author that I really enjoy. And then the other one that I got is another one that was on my TBR, which is Something Like Fate by Amy Lee. This one I've read from this author in the past and I can't wait to pick that one up. Then we have When Kings Rise by V. Carter. This one I think is, if I recall, a mafia romance, which I haven't read a lot of mafia recently. I binged quite a lot at some point last year and I need to read more, so I downloaded that one. Then we have A Promise of Home by Lainey Blake. This one is part of, I think, a Small Town Romance series, which I love. I really like the cover for this one, even though it is a cartoon cover. I do like this one. Some cartoon covers I like, other ones I don't. The next one, the next cover is an absolute travesty, and it is Sinful Wood. No, it's not. It's Sinful Enemy by Vivian Wood. Now I think some of the other books in this series already downloaded, and this is a new cover, so she has recovered them with animated or cartoon covers, and I don't like the new covers. The new covers suggest, I haven't read the book so I can't comment on their content, but the new covers suggest a very different tone to the previous covers. I'll put both covers up on screen, but I definitely prefer the original for sure. Then we have Counted by Noelle Adams. This is an author that I really want to read from. I've heard a lot of good things about their books. She also writes under the pen name Claire Kent, and yeah, I've heard nothing but good things, and when I saw she had this book for free, and she's got another one which I'll get to later on in the list for free, I thought this is the perfect time to check her out. Then we have Banana Pants by Penny Reid. I don't know anything about this one. The title's very interesting. I have a few other Penny Reids downloaded, so I'm interested to check that one out. Then we have Rebel Air by V. Keeland and Penelope Ward. These authors often write together, and I have some of their other books that they've co-written, so I don't know anything about this one, but I downloaded it. It was obviously free. Then we have In Their Hands by Julia Sykes. This one, again, I think is another Mafia one. And it is I think it's an MFM, which I don't think I've read set in the Mafia world, so very interested to check this one out. I've not heard anything about this series or this author. Then we have Getting Out of Hand by Erin Nicholas. I've read from this author before, and this is part of her Small Town Romance series, which I love small town romances, so I had to download it. The next one was definitely one that I downloaded because of the cover, and that is King's Crown by Marie Johnston. This is another small town romance, which I can't wait to pick up. And lastly, we have Unguarded by Noelle Adams. I don't know anything about this one, but again, she had this on for free, so I thought it would be rude to pass it up. I'm not necessarily a fan of the cover of this one, but I'm hoping it'll be good. And they are all of the books that I have downloaded in the past couple of months. As I said, the majority of them are free ones. I don't know if they will still be free, but I will leave them all linked down below, so if you want to check them out. Some of them might still be free. Some of them, although they might not be free anymore, are on Kindle Unlimited. So if you are interested in checking any of these out, then please do. If you have read any of the books that I've shared and think that I need to make them a top priority, please do let me know, because I am always in the mood to pick up something that someone recommends to me. And that is all I have for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next one.